Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we'll be continuing our Trackmania Royal tutorial series. Apologies for not uploading yesterday. I had a Royal tournament on, so I put a lot of time into that. So I didn't get the tutorial video done yesterday, so we will do two maps today. We'll do yesterday's new map and today's new map. I hope you're enjoying this tutorial series. If you are, be sure to like, comment and subscribe. And for now, let's get into the video. Okay. So here we are on yesterday's new map. It's called Parallel Way by Nightwolf931. Another Nightwolf map. We've had a few. This one's a little less on the scenery, and I still think it looks great. It's got this climbing tower feel. We've had it before. But I think this is a really solid map. Every single path has two separate ways. There's like a faster, riskier way and one that's a little bit slower. But I think it's really well done. I think it's a very, very solid map. I really enjoyed this yesterday. I think it made for great races during the tournament, and for Super it was a really good map, so I think this is a really good map. And let's get into it. So for the white section, now I haven't actually tried out these other paths. I've only taken the faster way, so let's see how we go here. We just zigzag through here, get on the pipe, and through the finish. Alright. Okay, now for the fast way. What you want to do, let's go over this pipe, over this spinner, get your timing for this spinner. We'll have to wait a cycle, it's fine. If you make it there early enough, you can quickly zip through and then just jump into the finish. Okay, now on to green. What we want to do, quickly zip through there, round to the left here, and the green finishes up here. Now what you can do on green, if you don't get the timing here, so say this piston closes on you, is there are these paths here which are a little bit slower. You can again have a path around if you don't want to take that spinner there. And once again, we don't get the timing here, we have this path here we can use to go around. So if you get bad timing, the backup paths are slightly slower, but they are there if you get really bad timing. Okay, now for the blue section, we have this path around here, which has slow-mo and a reset block almost instantly. Or, what we can do is if we get the timing on this bridge, so if it's open, we can just drive straight over it, and it's a bit faster, but it does require us to get the timing. So, all depends. If you get the timing for that bridge, take it. Otherwise, go the slow-mo way. So then we just go over this spinner onto this pipe, two ways on the pipe. Left way is a little bit safer. Nice slow spinners. And then we go through this area, which you would want to use these to spin you around a little bit. You also have to wait on this timing, but then through the finish. Now I'll show you the other way. Well, that was a weird slowdown. Other way on blue. So basically for this, you just can go into it, bug slide. You can use the outside border, whichever you prefer. Neither are really much faster. So it's just about getting over those little spinners and then just driving through that final spinner there. Alright, so for the red section, you can see we have some pistons coming up. We also have water plastic, so our bug slides will come in handy here. Now, if you get the timing to go through this piston, you can jump straight over the top, like so. So we just slow down to get the timing, and then I'll show you the slow-mo way here. So the path we took was jump over the pistons and then slow-mo. So you're in slow-mo, but you have wet plastic tires, so just use your bug slide, take it slow, and then skirt along the border of this and into the finish. Okay, well what we can do, if the pistons aren't up for us, so you can take these paths in any combination you want. You can take the piston path and the pipe path, or the piston path, the slow-mo path. But if the pistons aren't up, basically we just drive through here. And if we don't want to take the slow-mo path, which the slow-mo path's safer, but it's just a bit slower. So we have this pipe here, which we drive. Remember, you have wet plastic, so you can't really slow down on the pipe. But it's not too bad, just drive over it. Same thing, and through the finish. Okay, and now the black section. Now, honestly, I have tried this piston way, this elevator way, and I can't do it. I legitimately fail this every single time. So it's the slower way, and I think it's far, far more difficult, honestly. You have to wait for this piston every single time. Because driving the slow-mo on pipes with water tires against a spinner just is really, really weird. So I honestly think this is the harder way. Like, yeah, I literally can't do that. So I can't showcase that because I have never finished that. I think that way is just utterly unviable. Slow-mo through that spinner, I just can't work out. But basically you go up the elevators, through the slow-mo spinner, reset, through these spinners, and drop into the finish. But I've never gone for that way, I never will go for that way, because I think the regular way is just far more viable. So I'll show that way. What you want to do is you have wet plastic again, but it's fine. Just get your little bug slides. Remember to bug slide on that drop so you don't slide off. Don't really need a bug slide here. And then it's onto ice. And the ice isn't too complicated. There is a speed check, but it's nowhere near as bad as the other speed checks, or nowhere near as violent as the other ice speed check we have. Basically, you just want to jump here and through the finish. Yeah, sorry, I honestly can't showcase the other way on black because I can't do it. Something about slow-mo and the spinners, I just can't figure out the timing for it. In slow-mo, it just feels a bit weird to me, so that's the way I go for on black. If you can do the other way, go for it, but I can't put simply. Alright, but we will do another playthrough here. So for white, what we want to do, again, up here, along here, hit the spinner, check the timing, looks like we can make a cycle here, so we go for it. Bug slide through the finish. Now the green section, one more time. Stay a little left on the way here. Just get over that pipe. It's faster to back off a little bit here, wait for the timing, than it is to go around. So if the pistons are close to rising, then back off, get the timing. If they're not close to rising, then don't bother. Check our timing here, looks like they're about to open. It'll be faster than getting the slow-mo. Again, go for either bug slide, use the wall, whichever you're comfortable with. They're both about as fast as each other. Whichever path you're comfortable with on blue. I've driven this one a fair bit, so I'm pretty comfortable on this path. And just through the finish. Okay, so the red section, one more time. Remember you have water tires here. So plastic slippy. I like to bug slide the first turn. The second turn, just put my car at the apex. We won't make that the piston path there. Basically, if this timing block here has lit up before you go for the jump, this is the way I do it, you won't make it. So, for example, now you wouldn't make the jump. If you haven't accelerated before that lights up, you won't make the jump. If you have accelerated just before it lights up, you will. That's basically the way I do the timing there. Not 100%, but that's rough enough. Alright, onto the pipes now. So remember, water tires again, we can't slow down. Very, very slippery. So stay as central as you can on those pipes. Across the outside there and through the finish. Okay, one more time for the black section. Water tires, so take it slow. Bug slide down here, or just hold accelerator and brake basically, so that you get a little bit of grip because of your water tires. As you come down off that, that way you're less likely to fall off. And just take the ice. Ice slide here, again it's not that difficult of a speed check. As long as you get your ice slide semi-decent, you'll make it. And through the finish. And that is Parallel Way by Nightwolf 931. Again, I really like the map. I think it's well done. One of my favourite Nightwolf maps. Probably not my favourite. I'd still say Heaven's my favourite after its changes, but it's definitely up there. Really, really solid map. I absolutely just love driving this. But alright, let's get into today's map. Alright, so here we are on today's new map now. So we covered yesterday's new map. This is today's. This is called Wicked Slides by Maverick V8. And all I have to say is I absolutely love this map. I tested this a bit for Maverick, and I absolutely love this map. I completely understand that a lot of people might not, because this relies heavily on bug slides. Not necessarily a beginner-friendly technique, but like the early maps are finishable without bug slides. It's just faster to bug slides, but I love it. This is so fun to drive. Once we get to like blue and red where we do the 360s on the ice, I absolutely love it. But I completely understand if people don't like it, but for me this is so much fun to drive. I'll try and make the first playthrough as beginner friendly as possible. So I won't bug slide much. I'll try and bug slide as little as possible, unless when I absolutely need to. And then the second playthrough I'll drive through normally. But let's get into it. It is, yeah, Wicked Slides by Maverick V8. For those of you who don't know, on things like Track of the Day, there's a GPS where you can spectate another player, basically, like where the mapper will do a run and upload that to the track, and you can drive over where the GPS is and just sort of watch how the track's driven. And Maverick's done the same thing here for a bug slide tutorial. So where it says bug slide tutorial here, if you want to know what a bug slide is, how to do it, all you have to do is drive your car here and it'll play his ghost. It'll show a little tutorial on the left. Rotate your car, hold gas, brake and turn at the same time, and that is how to bug slide. So if you need that in game, that's there. It's only on the white section, so just drive into where it says bug slide tutorial there and it'll show you. Alright, now let's get into it. So on the white section, we did see how Maverick drove it there, but let's say we didn't want a bug slide here. All you have to do is jump up here, a little turn around, and through the finish. Now onto the green section, a little bit tougher if you don't bug slide here, as we are going to get water tyres. Still 100% possible if your car slows down, ever. Very, very sketchy on grass, but all you would have to do is go through here and drive to the finish. And now for the blue section. For the same thing, we get water tyres. What you can do is just honestly bonk here. You need speed for this next part, but I think you can build up enough to make the jump. You can, oh yeah, sorry, you 100% can. So if you don't want to bug slide, you can make the first three without any issues. Just take this pipe. There is a risky finish up there, which I'll showcase now. But if you don't bug slide, you can do blue perfectly fine. But for now, let's go for that risky finish. So what we're going to do is go through the water here, rotate our car, land in a bug slide, do a 360 over here. So basically just keep holding left, but when you're on the ice, let go of accelerator. Then you'll make the risky finish. Alright, now red, we're going to showcase, I guess, an ice slide, ice bug slide. What we do is, we drive down here, and all we have to do is steer right. We don't have to brake or anything, just hold right as we transition onto the dirt. Make this jump, turn early here, we want to land in a bug slide, and same again, 360 here, and up through the finish. Now I'm going to reset to try and take it a little bit slower, basically. So let's do that. Same thing on the dirt though. You want to start steering right just before you get off the ice, actually, just to rotate your car enough. Now down here, now we'll try to do a bit of a sloppy bug slide here and straighten. So we won't do the 360, just do your bug slide, straighten, and through the finish. Again, they're not, you kind of need to bug slide as you get later, like red and black. They're a little bit harder to do without, because you do need speed for the finishes and some of the speed checks. Okay, now for the black section, what we want to do is jump between these arrows. Steer a fair bit on this bobsleigh. Make this transition. Oh, this is awful by me. Yeah. It's fine though. I think we can still make it, it's just a little bit slower. We bug slide here. Just continue holding the bug slide there. Get this landing. Not sure if we have enough speed for the risky finish. We do just. Alright, let's reset so I can run you through what happened there, because that was a lot. So, first things first. When we jump down here, we want to be riding this wall here. This is where you want to be on a bobsleigh turn. And you want to steer, I'm not sure exactly what it is, like 50 or 60% to the right when you're on this wall, you actually gain speed. Then we jump down here, we do another ice dirt slide. Drop down here, you want to get the drop down a bit better than I did. Over the booster, into a bug slide. Hold your bug slide the whole way around, we hit this. And if we have enough speed, this is a finish, we can hit this. But you need a lot of speed to hit this, so... that's the first finish. Otherwise, other two ways of finishing is jump up to either of these finishes, and if we don't have the speed for that, we climb up here, drive around and through the finish. So there's a lot to do on black, but really fun to drive. Super fun section. Alright, so let's do it again now. So again, steer a fair bit to the right here, build up speed, make this. Hope we get the dirt slide a little bit better this time. Yeah, it's way better. Steer right out of the water, get the bug slide, make this. Holy, we are launching. Weird landing, so we are definitely not going to have the speed. So we're going to climb the pipes. Through these pipes and through the finish. Okay, so we'll do a normal playthrough now, or like another playthrough, and I'll do the bug slides this time. Just to show you that you could get through a lot of it without bug sliding. Again, tough map, but really fun to drive. So let's go to the white section. Land about that 90-degree mark. Just tap left if you're going to rotate too far. Just tap left and you'll sort of still bug slide, but you won't turn as sharply to the left. We'll do the same thing on green. If we're going to go to the left side of the finish, we'll just tap left and it'll sort of push us a little bit further right. So let's do that. And drop down here through the water, rotate our car, and tap left and then hold. We were going too far to the right, so just hold left and we'll rotate around to the finish. Okay, now the blue section one more time. Same as before. Go for this bug slide. Get the 360 and probably lift actually on the jump there. We might have flown over the finish there. I'm not sure. I think that is over jumpable though, so if you do get a really good one, maybe just lift. I think the target speed would be roughly 280 to get into the finish cleanly. So if you have more than that, maybe just a slight lift on takeoff or as you take off, just to control your speed. And if you're below that, use the jump, but jump to the right or left. So you don't go for the risky fin, but you clear the pipe if you have too little speed, basically. But now the red section one more time. So again, down here, start steering right before we get off the ice, so we can rotate our car enough. 360 and jump into the finishes. Finish on the left or right, whichever one you sort of are lined up for after your bug slide there is fine to go for. Okay, now the black section one more time. So drop down. Steer a fair bit here. So we didn't really steer much there, but we still barely make it cleanly. So this is a pretty awkward dirt slide, just because of the angle you have to come out on. It's a little awkward, but a little bit of practice and you'll be okay. Not sure if we have the speed here for the risky fin. No, we didn't. Still go for it, honestly. You never know. I'm not sure exactly what speed you need. But either way, we will still make the finish. And that is Wicked Slides by Maverick V8. Again, absolutely love it. Absolutely love the map. 100% get if people complain because of the bug slides. They're a very advanced mechanic, but I absolutely love it. It's so much fun. So good job, Maverick. He's the one that handles all the Royal training clubs. So shout out to him for all the work he puts in there, putting all the Royal maps into a training club for everyone. And now he's made an amazing Royal map, in my opinion. So awesome job, Maverick. Our earlier map was also really fun by Nightwolf. So two really fun maps, in my opinion. Good job. But I hope this tutorial helps you guys out with both of these maps. Also, another thing, if you guys want to catch me live, I generally go live like anywhere between half an hour to an hour and a half after these YouTube videos go live. My link to the Twitch is in the description. So if you guys want to see me there, feel free to tune in and say hi. For now, that will be all. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.